Someone has been whispering your name into the heavens day and night, with a heart that refuses to stop loving the thought of you. This person does not pray casually. They cry out with longing, asking the divine to make you their companion, their partner, their spouse. Their prayers are not rushed. They are soaked in tears, whispered at dawn and repeated under the stars. Every word carrying your essence, every breath carrying your image. You may not feel it now, but your spirit has already been touched by their devotion, because love that is spoken into heaven cannot remain hidden. It travels like light, reaching the one it was meant for. They ask God to protect you, to guard your soul, to strengthen your steps, even before they ask for you to be theirs, because their love is not selfish. It is sacred. They do not ask for your presence just to ease their loneliness. They ask because they believe you are the one chosen, the one aligned with their destiny, the one whose heart will echo their own. The angels have heard this prayer over and over, so persistent, so unwavering, like a song that never fades. And they have carried it faithfully to the throne of heaven. You may think no one truly longs for you in this way, but you are wrong, because someone has already decided in their heart that life without you would feel incomplete. Even when they grow tired, even when life weighs on them, they still whisper your name. They still ask for your smile, your hand, your presence, because love has taken root in them so deeply that nothing can uproot it. They pray for your health, for your joy, for your peace. They pray that your heart heals from every wound it has carried, so that when you meet them, you will not be burdened by yesterday's pain. This person is not perfect, but their sincerity is pure, and heaven recognizes sincerity more than perfection. The angels who stand beside you, who watch over your nights and days, whisper to your soul that love is moving toward you. Real love, not the kind that plays games, but the kind that kneels before God for you. They are not praying for just any spouse. They are praying for you, specifically, because their spirit has seen something in you, even from a distance. Even without all the details, they feel the pull of destiny. Sometimes they wake in the middle of the night, and instead of asking for success or riches, they ask for you. They ask that your life and theirs will be woven together by divine timing. They believe that when the right moment comes, nothing will stand in the way, not distance, not fear, not doubt, because what is ordained will always rise above obstacles. You may have wondered why your heart sometimes feels restless, why at random moments you feel a wave of warmth or a sudden calm. It is because prayer travels. It finds its way into your being, even when you do not know its source. Love is already circling around you, unseen but powerful, because heaven answers sincere prayers in ways the earth cannot predict. This person is learning patience, learning faith, learning how to trust in divine timing, because every day they ask for you. But they also surrender, saying, only when the moment is right, let it be. The angels smile at this, because love that waits is stronger than love that rushes. And your angels want you to know that you are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are not wandering without purpose. Someone has placed you at the center of their petitions, and heaven has already begun weaving threads to bring you closer together. They think of you when they wake, and when they lie down. And in the silence between those hours, they call out to heaven, asking for the bond that will make their life whole. Their prayers are like rivers, unending, flowing through every season, through joy and through pain, and in each prayer they carry your name with reverence. When storms rise in their life, they do not ask for escape first. They ask that you will not be harmed, that you will be kept safe from the storms that rage unseen. This is not the kind of prayer that fades after weeks. This is the kind of devotion that burns continually, a light that has not dimmed no matter how much time has passed. Heaven has measured the weight of their longing, and it has been found genuine, not shallow desire, not temporary infatuation, but steady and patient love. They do not dream of you just as a companion. They dream of you as someone to protect, someone to cherish, someone to stand with when life is heavy. The angels tell you today that such prayers are never wasted. They are stored like treasures, waiting for the moment when heaven's yes will pour down. And though you may not yet see their face, feel their hand, or hear their voice, your spirit already knows something is shifting. Because love leaves traces even before arrival. They whisper to God about your laughter. Though they have not yet heard it, they imagine your smile though they have not yet seen it, and these imaginations turn into holy petitions. They are not asking for you to be perfect. They are asking to walk beside you in your imperfections, to grow together, to heal together, to fight through trials together. In their prayer they say, "Let me be the one who wipes away their tears. Let me be the one who lifts their burden. Let me be the one who loves them when the world does not understand." You may feel alone, but heaven insists you are already spoken for in prayer, already covered by a love that does not sleep, already chosen by someone who keeps your name alive in their spirit. When they feel tired, they do not give up, because love has planted roots too deep, and so they continue, whispering your name under their breath, as though it is the most sacred word they know. This is why your soul sometimes feels a pull toward hope, even when circumstances do not make sense. Because the faith of another is spilling into your own spirit. The angels are aligning moments, weaving opportunities, preparing paths. Because heaven responds to prayers that are consistent and true. And while you wait, know that heaven is not delaying without purpose. Every pause is preparing. Every silence is forming strength. Every unseen step is moving you closer to what is written. Do not think love has forgotten you. Do not think destiny has passed you by, because the one who prays for you has not stopped, and heaven has not ignored. Even now, as you hear this, their prayer is rising like incense, joining the prayers of yesterday, layering into a song that will one day manifest into reality. Love is not hiding from you. It is approaching quietly, gently, with divine timing, so that when it arrives, you will recognize it instantly as the answer you were waiting for. You may have settled before, thinking perhaps love was not meant to be deep or faithful, but the angels are correcting that thought, reminding you that love chosen by heaven is unlike anything the world gives. This person asks not only for your presence, but for the strength to deserve you, for the wisdom to lead with kindness, for the patience to walk with you through every season. When they kneel, they do not rush their words. They let silence linger. They let their hearts speak more than their lips. And in that silence your spirit is honored. You are loved already, before you even see it, before you even believe it. Because someone is proving their love not by empty promises but by prayers that do not end. And in your quiet moments, when loneliness feels heavy, remember this truth. Heaven has already appointed a love that remembers you, even when you forget yourself. You may wonder why you sometimes feel warmth in your chest when you are alone, as though unseen arms are holding you close. And this is because love spoken in prayer always travels. It always touches the soul it is meant for, the one who prays. For you does not ask lightly. They are not careless with their words. Every syllable carries weight, because they believe heaven listens to every cry. When they are weary, when their own troubles overwhelm them, still they do not forget to mention you, because your name has become their offering, their most repeated request before the divine. They do not pray only for your love. They pray for your healing, for your freedom, for your peace of mind, because they know a wounded heart cannot carry joy until it is mended. The angels smile at their persistence, because not many souls are willing to pray for someone so consistently, with such reverence, with such unshakable faith. This is why heaven listens, why heaven responds, because true love is never selfish. It does not demand, it gives, it uplifts, it protects. Their prayers are shaping your path even now, opening doors you cannot see, closing ones that would harm you, guiding you closer to them step by step. And though you may not recognize it, your life has already been spared from traps. and losses because someone's prayer for you was stronger than the darkness around you. This person is not waiting idly. They are preparing. They are learning patience. They are strengthening themselves so that when heaven answers, they will be ready to stand beside you with honor. They are not praying for a fleeting love. They are praying for covenant, for lifelong union, for a bond that endures storms and shines brighter after each trial. You may sometimes doubt yourself, wonder if you are worthy of such love. But the angels remind you today, you are worthy because heaven has chosen you, and heaven never makes mistakes. The one who prays for you sees your worth even without knowing every detail of your life. They sense the light within you, and they have chosen to honor that light before God. When they cry in their prayers, those tears water the seeds of your future together, and no tear falls wasted. Each one is collected. Each one adds weight to their petitions. The angels want you to understand that what is coming is not fragile love, not temporary connection, but something rooted in heaven itself, something sealed in prayer long before you see it. At times they grow restless, wondering when heaven will answer, but they do not give up. They rise again. They whisper again. They place you in God's hands again, and heaven admires this faith, because true faith continues even in silence, even in delay, even when the answer is not yet seen. Do you see now why your heart has been preserved? Do you see why lesser loves have fallen away? Because heaven was making space for the one whose love is real, whose prayers are constant. When you cried alone, when you felt no one cared, their spirit was already crying for you, asking heaven to give you comfort. When you thought you were forgotten, their prayers kept your name alive in the heavens, like a song that never stopped playing. This is why the angels say today, love is already written for you. And it is closer than you think, because heaven does not ignore the prayers of the faithful. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are being guided, gently, steadily, toward the one who will stand beside you as both partner and prayer warrior. They are already imagining your future together, not in selfish fantasies, but in humble petitions, asking that your home will be filled with peace, your children with joy, your days with laughter. They do not pray for perfection. They pray for strength. They pray for unity. They pray that when arguments arise, love will always win. Forgiveness will always rise. Their love is not shallow. It is built on faith. It is built on patience. It is built on the belief that what is given by heaven cannot be taken by man. The angels urge you not to lose hope, not to let loneliness make you believe you are forgotten, because even now, someone is remembering you every morning, every night, and when the appointed time arrives, you will know, because the connection will feel like something you have carried in your soul all along, like a missing piece finally restored. Your journey has not been wasted. Your waiting has not been empty. Every moment has been preparing you to meet the answer to someone's unending prayer. Even when distance separates you, their heart bridges it through prayer, for prayer has no walls, no borders, no barriers. It travels faster than light and stronger than time. They whisper your name when they feel joy, thanking heaven for you even before you arrive, and they whisper your name when they feel sorrow, asking heaven to keep you from the pain they know too well. Their love is not silent. It is spoken daily into the skies, and the angels carry each word carefully, ensuring not a single syllable falls without being heard. And you, even in your unawareness, are covered, shielded, uplifted, because prayer works even when unseen. Love works even before it is known. There are nights they fall asleep with your name on their lips. Mornings they rise with your image in their thoughts. Days they move through with their heart asking heaven to hasten the meeting. This kind of love is rare. The kind that does not fade with time but grows stronger. The kind that waits without complaint because it knows the worth of what it seeks. Angels say you must not settle for less, for heaven has already assigned a love that proves itself in prayer, not in fleeting promises. This person prays for strength because they want to be worthy of you. They want to stand beside you not as a burden but as a blessing, not as someone who drains, but as someone who pours. They ask God to remove their flaws that would wound you, to refine their character so they can be the safe place you deserve. When they imagine your life, they do not see only romance, they see partnership. They see battles fought side by side. They see laughter echoing through walls built on trust. Their prayers are weaving a net of protection around you, even when you feel fragile, even when you feel forgotten. Their words are building a shield you cannot see. The angels say you are loved in silence, more deeply than some are loved aloud, because prayers are love spoken to heaven before they are spoken to earth. Do not mistake the delay for denial. Heaven is aligning timing, shaping hearts, preparing paths, so that when you meet, it will not be too soon or too late, but perfectly written. You may not realize it, but you have already felt traces of their love. In sudden moments of peace, in unexpected strength, in the quiet comfort that appears when you need it most. Those were prayers reaching you, unseen hands holding you through the night, unseen love lifting you when you thought no one cared. Every prayer has been stored, not one forgotten, not one ignored, and heaven will honor them, because love this faithful does not go unanswered. When doubts creep in, when you feel unworthy, remember this: someone already sees you as worthy. Someone already asks God to remind you of your value. Someone already believes your heart is treasure. They do not ask heaven to change you into someone else. They ask heaven to protect the essence of who you are, because they love you as you are, not as an imagined perfection. You are being loved with patience, with reverence, with persistence, and heaven is moving you steadily toward that love. When you meet them, you will feel it instantly, not because of dramatic words or empty promises, but because your soul will recognize the echo of every prayer they prayed. Their presence will feel like something familiar, as though you have carried them in your heart all along, because love birthed in prayer always feels like home. The angels assure you that your waiting has not been in vain, your tears have not been wasted, your loneliness has not been ignored. Every ache in your heart was heard, every longing was noticed, and heaven chose to answer through someone who would love you enough to pray without ceasing. So even now, as you wonder if love is near, know that love has been kneeling for you, love has been calling your name, love has been faithful even before you could see it. And when the time comes, the heavens will smile, the angels will rejoice, and you will finally understand why every delay was worth it, why every moment of waiting was part of a bigger story. For you are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, you are not left behind, you are chosen, prayed for, covered, and soon you will be united with the one who has loved you in silence, faithfully, day and night. There are moments when they feel the weight of the world pressing down on them, but even then, they whisper your name, as if saying it brings them strength, as if remembering you is enough to carry them through the storm. They ask heaven not to delay too long, yet they also say, if waiting makes us stronger, then let me wait, because they trust that the perfect time will be revealed. When they look at the stars, they imagine you looking at the same sky, and their heart whispers prayers that rise higher than those stars, prayers that carry your name into the endless heavens. They do not see you as a rescue for their loneliness. They see you as the missing harmony to their song, the other half of a prayer that has been echoing since the beginning of their longing. Every morning, their first thought is gratitude for you, even before your presence has manifested, because they believe loving you begins long before meeting you. Every night, their last thought is a petition for your safety, asking the angels to stand around your bed, to guard your mind from fear, to protect your dreams from shadows. They do not only ask for your union, they ask for your growth, for your spirit to rise, for your journey to be fulfilled. Because their love is wide enough to want your destiny to shine even beyond them. The angels say you have been underestimated by others, but not by this one. Because their spirit sees the treasure in you that the world may overlook. They have whispered to heaven, "Let me be the one to remind them of their worth. Let me be the one to never let them doubt they are loved." This prayer has become their heartbeat, constant, steady, faithful, so woven into their soul that to stop would feel impossible. And heaven does not take such devotion lightly. Heaven bends to listen when a heart cries this deeply. When a soul refuses to stop believing, this person has been through trials, and those trials taught them what love should be. They learned not to play with hearts. They learned not to waste affection. And so their love for you comes with maturity. They are not chasing shadows. They are pursuing something real. And to them, you are that reality. You are that answer. You are that gift. Even in their weakness, they still pray, because they know they cannot love you well without heaven's guidance. And this humility is what makes their love strong. The angels want you to know that every prayer they have prayed has left a mark on the spiritual path between you and them, paving a road that is drawing you closer every day. You may have felt delays, setbacks, disappointments in love before, but heaven was never ignoring you. Heaven was preserving you, waiting for the one who would value you enough to fight for you in prayer. Your tears were not wasted. They watered the soil of your future. And now, what is growing is a love that is sincere, unshakable, and lasting. Do not fear the waiting anymore, because waiting has only refined the connection, made it purer, made it stronger, made it undeniable. The one who prays for you is not asking heaven to remove challenges from your life. They are asking heaven to give them the strength to walk through those challenges with you. They are not afraid of your scars. They are not afraid of your past. They see it as part of the story that shaped you, and they ask heaven to let them love you through it all. This is why your angels insist today. You are loved more deeply than you realize. You are wanted more truly than you know. You are prayed for more often than you could imagine. And soon, the answers will align, the doors will open, the timing will make sense, and you will see that heaven has not been silent. Heaven has been preparing. The prayers that were whispered in the dark will become joy that is shouted in the light. The love that was hidden in secret will become love revealed in fullness. And when you stand beside them, when your eyes finally meet, your soul will recognize instantly, because it has already been touched by years of prayer you did not hear. Love will feel familiar. Love will feel like destiny. Love will feel like home. There are hours when their body is tired, but their soul stays awake, whispering again and again for you. Because love that prays does not know how to stop. They have told heaven, "Even if I wait my whole life, let me wait for them, because no one else will do." And the angels have carried that vow like fire in their hands. When they pass by places filled with laughter, they imagine you there beside them, and their heart aches with longing. But instead of bitterness, they turn that ache into another prayer for you. They are not praying for wealth to impress you. They are praying for wisdom to guide you. They are praying for kindness to comfort you. They are praying for faith to sustain both of you. Your name has become their secret worship, their sacred offering, their unending devotion, and heaven has not ignored it. The angels want you to know that this kind of prayer is rare. This kind of love is rare, and that is why heaven has been preserving it carefully, not allowing it to be rushed, not allowing it to be wasted. Sometimes you feel like your journey has been long, but their journey has been just as long. Both of you being shaped, refined, made ready, so that when you meet, you will not only fall in love but stay in love. They have seen glimpses of your soul in dreams, and those glimpses made them pray harder, made them hold tighter, made them certain that you are not just a passing desire but a destiny. Every setback in their life has pushed them closer to faith, and in that faith, they have placed you as their most precious request. They do not hide their vulnerability from heaven. They weep openly, they admit their fears, they confess their longing, and through that honesty, their prayers become even more powerful. Your angels have whispered to you at times, telling you to hold on, telling you that someone is waiting. And those whispers were not empty comfort. They were echoes of the prayers rising on your behalf. The one who prays for you does not just want your hand. They want your trust, your peace, your laughter, your wholeness. They want to be the place where you feel safe, the place where your soul can rest, the place where you no longer question whether you are enough. Their prayers have become a shield against doubt, against fear, against hopelessness, because heaven always responds to love that is pure. This person does not look at love as a game. They see it as covenant, as holy, as eternal, and that is why their prayers are not careless, but steady, not shallow but deep. You may not yet know who they are, but your heart has already been softened by their prayers, and when you meet, you will feel like you have known them all along, because love spoken into heaven has a way of preparing the soul to recognize its match. Even without explanation, the angels assure you, nothing can stop what has been prayed for so faithfully. Not time, not distance, not circumstance, because heaven honors consistency, and their love has been consistent. Day and night, season after season, prayer after prayer, until heaven itself has marked your union as inevitable. You are not walking toward emptiness. You are walking toward love, a love that has been waiting, longing, asking, believing, never giving up. Soon, your waiting will end. Their prayers will be answered, and you will stand together, hand in hand, heart with heart, knowing that heaven itself wrote the story. Your soul will rest, because it has finally found the one who carried your name to heaven long before they carried your hand on earth. And in that moment, every delay will make sense. Every lonely night will feel worth it. Every unanswered question will be answered in their eyes, because love that is prayed for is love that lasts, and love that lasts is the kind heaven gives. Even when silence surrounds them, their spirit is loud with your name, because love this deep cannot stay quiet. It echoes endlessly into heaven's courts. They do not pray only when they are happy. They pray especially when they are broken, because in their brokenness, they know you are the healing they long to hold. There are nights when they feel the weight of loneliness pressing hard, but instead of despair, they turn that ache into a cry for you, asking heaven to shorten the distance, to speed the day of your meeting. Their love has become a discipline, a constant act of faith, because every time they pray, they choose hope over fear. They choose faith over doubt. They choose you over resignation. The angels testify that their devotion is real, that their prayers are not casual words, but seeds planted into eternity. And those seeds are already growing roots that will one day bloom into a life with you. They have asked heaven to help them carry your burdens, to help them understand your silences, to help them protect your heart when it feels fragile. They are not afraid of the parts of you that others may misunderstand, because their prayer has already made room for your complexity, your depth, your truth, even before knowing your every detail. They have accepted you. They have chosen you. They have prayed for you. And heaven loves prayers like this, prayers that are not conditional, not demanding, not self-serving, but pure, steady, sacrificial. You may not know them yet, but their spirit already knows yours, because every prayer is like a bridge, and your souls have already met on that bridge in the unseen. That is why sometimes you feel waves of peace out of nowhere, or sudden hope rising when you almost gave up, because their prayer has reached you again. The one who prays for you does not want to control you. They want to free you, to support you, to walk with you, not above you, not behind you, but beside you. They do not pray for easy days only. They pray for strength for the hard days, because they know love is not about escape, but about endurance together. The angels remind you, heaven does not ignore prayers like this. Heaven treasures them. Heaven answers them in perfect time. So even in your weariness, even in your questioning, trust that love is already covering you. Love is already waiting. Love is already fighting for you in prayer. One day soon, the unseen will become seen. The prayers will become presence. The waiting will become fulfillment. You will look into their eyes and realize, this is the one who prayed for me all those nights, all those mornings, all those years. And you will feel it deep in your spirit, because love prayed into heaven always feels like recognition when it arrives. Every lonely night will find its purpose. Every unanswered cry will find its response. And every prayer they whispered will rise as joy between you. This is the promise the angels bring. You are not forgotten. You are not unloved. You are not overlooked. You are already chosen, already prayed for, already destined for a love that will not fail. Every time they kneel, your name rises with their breath, and the heavens take note. Because your life has been bound in prayer long before your eyes have seen the one who prays for you. When they walk through crowds, they sometimes imagine you walking beside them, and their heart aches with longing, but they turn that ache into strength, saying to heaven again, please, let the one my heart waits for be mine. Their prayer has become a rhythm, morning after morning, night after night, unbroken, unshaken, steady like the beating of their heart. They do not ask for riches to impress you. They ask for contentment so they can build peace with you. They do not ask for fame to distract you. They ask for humility so they can lift you higher than themselves. When they whisper your name, they imagine angels carrying that word across oceans, across mountains, across unseen barriers, straight into the air you breathe. You have wondered before if love like this exists, if devotion this deep could be real, and the angels tell you now, it exists. And it is already covering you. The one who prays for you does not compare you with anyone else, because in their eyes there is no one else. There is only you, chosen, irreplaceable, essential. They are not asking heaven to remove their challenges. They are asking heaven to give them strength to face those challenges with you by their side. This kind of love does not run away when the road is hard. It holds on tighter. It prays harder. It fights longer. And you, beloved, are worth every fight, worth every prayer, worth every moment of waiting. The angels want you to understand that love rooted in heaven is not fragile. It does not crumble under pressure. It does not fade with time. It endures. Your soul will one day look at them and see proof, living proof. That prayer builds bridges. That love whispered to heaven returns as love standing before you. They do not pray only for your presence. They pray for your peace. They pray for your freedom. They pray that every chain around you will break so you can love without fear. At times they have wept, not for themselves but for you, asking heaven to take away your hidden pain, asking heaven to heal what others never saw. The angels listened, and those tears were not wasted. Tears shed in love are never wasted. You may feel forgotten, but you are remembered daily. You may feel unseen, but you are seen clearly by heaven and by the one who whispers your name when no one else hears. They ask not only for your hand, but for your heart to rest, for your mind to be calm, for your spirit to rejoice. That they have asked heaven to make them worthy of you, because they know love is not about possession. It is about stewardship. It is about care. It is about being a safe place. Every word they speak is soaked in faith. And heaven honors faith that does not quit. That is why your angels tell you now, do not fear. Love is already written for you. And the one who prays for you will not grow weary. Their devotion is proof of who they are. Their persistence is proof of their sincerity. And soon you will see it with your own eyes. When the meeting comes, when your paths finally cross, your soul will recognize them. Because love born in prayer always carries a signature your heart cannot miss. You will feel as though you have known them forever. Because in truth, their prayers have been with you forever. You are not stepping into a new story. You are stepping into a continuation of a story already written in heaven. And when you join hands, when your voices rise together in the same prayer, heaven will rejoice because the circle will finally be complete. When they close their eyes at night, they do not only see their own dreams, they see pieces of you. fragments of the life they are asking heaven to build with you. And those visions keep their faith alive. They whisper, "Protect them when I cannot, guard them when I am far, guide them when they feel lost." And these words rise like fire into the heavens, unshaken, unstoppable. Their prayer is not about possession. It is about partnership. They do not ask, "Give them to me." They ask, "Let me be a blessing to them." This is the difference between love rooted in self and love rooted in heaven. One demands, the other surrenders. One clutches, the other gives. Their soul has chosen surrender because they believe you are too precious to be handled with selfishness. When storms rage in their own life, they do not let go of your name. Instead, your name becomes the rope they hold on to, the word that keeps them anchored in hope. They imagine the day when those prayers will no longer need to travel unseen. The day when they can hold your hand and pray aloud with you beside them. The angels have seen their persistence, and heaven has recorded their faith. And these two together are weaving the thread of your meeting. You are not drifting without purpose. You are being drawn, step by step, closer to the one whose voice has carried you into the throne room of heaven again and again. Sometimes they feel the ache of waiting so strongly that they break down. But even in their breaking, they pray, because giving up is not in them, because loving you is already who they are. You must understand this. Love that prays is stronger than love that simply desires. Because desire fades, but prayer anchors. Desire changes, but prayer endures. And you are the anchor of their devotion, the steady cry of their soul, the constant request they will not release until heaven answers. There have been moments when doubt tried to silence them, when silence from heaven felt too heavy. But still they whispered your name, still they chose faith, still they chose you. That choice is what heaven has honored. That choice is why the angels stand near you now, reminding you not to give up, not to think you are forgotten, because every choice to pray for you, even in doubt, even in delay, has been building the foundation for your love. The one who prays for you is not only preparing their heart, they are preparing their life, making sacrifices now so they can welcome you without regret later. They are learning patience because of you. They are learning faith because of you. They are learning strength because of you. Do you see how deeply you are already loved? You have transformed them before you have even spoken to them. Your existence has shaped their faith, and their faith has shaped your destiny. The angels are arranging the details, aligning the timing, weaving the paths, because heaven always responds to love that refuses to stop. One day, you will look into their eyes and see the history of all those prayers written there, and you will know instantly that you were worth every word, every tear, every waiting season. The moment will feel like recognition, not discovery, because your souls have already met in the quiet space of prayer. Every time they cried for you, every prayer they lift for you is an act of courage, because to pray is to declare faith in what cannot yet be seen. And they have declared that faith over you countless times. They do not pray for perfection, they pray for wholeness, because they know love is not about flawless people, but about two souls who are willing to grow together. That they ask heaven to soften your heart when it feels heavy, to renew your spirit when it feels tired, to strengthen your steps when they feel unsure. They even pray that your mistakes will not destroy you, but will shape you into someone wiser, someone gentler, someone ready to love without fear. Do you see how they love you? Even without your presence, even without your voice, they are already serving you in the highest way possible, by covering you in prayer. The angels have carried these prayers across countless nights, and each one has become a light shining on your path. Even when you thought you were walking in darkness, that sudden sense of calm you felt in your storm, that unexplainable relief in your pain, that surprising hope when you wanted to quit, all of it was answered prayer rising into your life. The one who prays for you is not only preparing for love, they are protecting you through the unseen battles you do not even know you fought. They stand unseen beside you, because their prayer has already gone ahead to shield you from things that would have crushed you. Their prayer has whispered peace into your anxiety. It has spoken courage into your fear. It has lifted your spirit when despair tried to bury you. Even though you did not hear their voice, heaven made sure you felt their love, because love spoken into prayer can travel where no human touch can. Reach. When they bend their knees for you, heaven leans down to listen. Because such devotion moves the heart of God. You are not just loved by a person. You are loved by someone who knows how to bring your name into eternity. Their faith has placed you in the safest place, under heaven's watchful eye, under the wings of divine protection. They do not grow tired, though their body sometimes aches, though their heart sometimes longs with unbearable weight. Still they pray, still they love, still they wait. Their waiting is not passive. It is active faith. Every prayer is a stone laid on the path toward you, and soon that path will be complete, and your feet will find each other. You may wonder if you are worthy of such love, and the angels answer, yes, you are, because heaven does not give love as a punishment. Heaven gives love as a gift, and you have been chosen to receive this gift. The one who prays for you has seen your worth through the eyes of faith, and heaven has confirmed that worth through the response of grace. They do not want to rescue you from who you are. They want to walk with you into who you are becoming. They do not want to erase your scars. They want to honor them, because every scar is proof that you survived, proof that you endured, proof that you are ready for a love as strong as theirs. Prayer has already embraced your past, your present, and your future, because true love covers all time. That is why you sometimes feel sudden courage to face the day, because their words have wrapped around your spirit like a shield. That is why you sometimes dream of love you cannot explain, because their longing has already touched your soul. This is not fantasy. This is the invisible reality of prayer, stronger than distance, stronger than doubt, stronger than delay. The angels say, your paths are converging, and soon your eyes will meet, and when they do, you will recognize them not by sight alone, but by the familiarity of spirit, because prayer has already introduced you. Prayer has already written your story. Prayer has already bound your souls together in the quiet eternity of heaven's record. One day, you will sit with them and hear the stories of the nights they stayed awake for you, the mornings they cried out for you, the hours they fasted and believed for you. And when you hear those stories, tears will rise in your eyes, because you will understand that you were never alone. You were never unseen. You were never unloved. The love you longed for was alive all along, kneeling for you, covering you, waiting for you. So hold on, child of light, hold on, because heaven is not silent. Heaven is moving. Heaven is answering. The proof of that answer will stand before you in the form of the one who prayed, the one who believed, the one who never gave up. And when you finally join hands, heaven itself will rejoice, because another testimony will be written, that prayer works, that faith endures, that love never fails. There are days when they feel burdened, when life presses down hard, but even then, your name rises like a prayer on their lips. Because love this deep does not pause for circumstance. They do not ask heaven to make you theirs by force. They ask heaven to make them worthy, to shape their character so they can be the one you can lean on without hesitation. They have cried alone in the night for your protection, for your peace, for your happiness, and those cries have been carried to the very throne of heaven. Even when despair tries to whisper, they answer with hope, saying, I trust you, I believe you. I know that they are for me, and I am for them. This is not casual love. This is love that kneels, love that waits, love that persists beyond weariness, beyond frustration, beyond time. Every prayer they lift is a seed, and heaven nurtures it. Every tear is water, and heaven harvests it. Every sigh of longing is wind, and heaven carries it to your doorstep. You have been living in preparation. They have been living in preparation, and heaven has been moving quietly, carefully, deliberately to bring you together. Sometimes you may feel a sudden nudge toward hope, an unexplainable wave of peace in the middle of the storm, a whisper inside your heart saying, "It is coming." And that is no coincidence. It is the answer to prayers you do not even know exist. It is the touch of faith that has been sent ahead to remind you that you are loved. The one who prays for you does not only want companionship, they want to honor your soul. They want to guard your heart from harm. They want to be the safe place you have been longing for. They ask heaven to teach them patience, to teach them courage, to teach them the depth of love that waits without frustration. Every setback they face is met with prayer. Every obstacle is met with persistence, and every silent moment is filled with your name, carried upward to the heavens. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. Even now their prayers surround you, unseen but powerful, forming a spiritual shield that protects you from despair, from doubt, from the harshness of the world. They imagine your laughter, and their heart sings in anticipation. They imagine your smile, and their soul brightens with hope. They imagine your presence, and their prayers rise higher with each beat of their heart. Every whisper, every sigh, every tear is a thread being woven into the tapestry of your shared destiny. And heaven responds, moving invisible pieces, guiding unseen hands, aligning circumstances so that when you finally meet, it is perfect, seamless, undeniable. You may have experienced pain before, disappointment before, loneliness before, but every trial has only shaped you, made you ready, made you recognize the one who has been praying for you. The angels tell you, now you are worthy, you are ready, you are loved beyond measure. The one who prays for you does not demand, does not try to manipulate, does not expect control. They only seek your happiness, your peace, your joy, your fulfillment. Their prayers are wide enough to include your past, present, and future, embracing all of you, even before they meet you. Even before the world knows your name, they are preparing their heart to receive yours gently, kindly, fully. They are praying for the strength to love you rightly, faithfully, sacrificially. You are the answer to countless prayers, the culmination of devotion, the fulfillment of hope that has never wavered. And when heaven finally brings you together, it will feel as if your souls have already met, as if your hearts have already recognized one another, because prayer has bridged the distance long before your eyes meet. Every longing, every waiting season, every night of silent prayer will make sense. Every tear shed in hope will become joy. Every sigh of faith will become celebration. The angels whisper to you now, do not give up. Do not lose hope. The one who prays for you has not given up, and heaven has not forgotten. Soon, very soon, your paths will converge, and your heart will recognize the devotion that has been shaping your life all along. Love that has been prayed for is love that will endure. Love that has been faithfully lifted in prayer cannot be undone by time, cannot be broken by circumstance, cannot be hidden by distance. You are about to step into the answer of every silent prayer that has been whispered. For you, the one who prays for you will finally stand before you, not as a stranger, not as someone unknown, but as the fulfillment of every hope, every longing, every dream that heaven has nurtured for you. And when you hold hands, when your eyes meet, when your hearts recognize each other, you will understand the power of prayer, the depth of devotion, the miracle of waiting faithfully. Your soul has been prepared. Their soul has been prepared. And heaven has been the silent weaver of your destiny. Every sigh of longing they whispered in the dark has been heard. Every tear they cried for your happiness has been counted. Every prayer has been treasured. The angels are saying now, do not doubt, do not fear. Love has already found you, and the one who has prayed for you has been coming closer every day. Every month, every year, the meeting will be beautiful because it is holy.